Hello everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's been a minute, it's been probably 3 weeks since I did a video. Been out of action because I was actually called up to do jury service for 2 weeks. Can't get into it, but that was an interesting experience. But now we're back, prep continues. We're now into week 6 of the prep. We have 15 weeks left. We are currently sitting at a body weight of 75 kilo. Going well. What can I say? It's going well. Calories are still fairly high, to be fair. But yeah, we're jumping on again. As I said last time, in for a leg day video. Going to explain to you guys why we have taken the hack squat out and put in the Smith squat instead. So, just about to head to the gym now. I'll have a pre-workout and I'll see you guys at the gym for the legs.
Football Club, Umberto Gandhi. In his toughest battle yet, TTP
Right, so we're now at the gym, getting ready for legs, but we are first going to make a pre-workout. We are trying the new Elite pre-workout by the company Effective. We've got the strawberry lime flavour, which I'll just show you. So yeah, going to double scoop this today for full effect, obviously. Bit of water, seeing as the last time I did a YouTube video, you all called me out because I said, got to fill up your mug with a water or something. I can't remember, but it was a big mistake. So in 2 scoops of this, we've got 3,200 milligrams of beta alanine, so prepare for some itchy face. Then we've also got, let's see what the caffeine's at, 300 milligrams, so heavy. So heart's gonna be racing, nice and ready for a big leg session. So we'll smash this pre-workout in, and then we'll start with some abductor and adductor work here, just to make sure that everything's activated nicely before we do some compound movements. Look at the colour of that. So taste test to this strawberry lime flavour. Yeah, it's all right. I've had better.
It could have been me in a suit, but you had your cake and you eating it too. Fuck, you never thought you'd go back on your word. Broken promises set me back down to earth. Black down on the curb, guess time heals all acceptance. Cut deep enough to leave me infected. I fell victim to a...
See, as I said, I was making my pre. Do some abduction first, fire up the glutes, and then I'll move on to adductor to work on the inner groin, because when you're on stage and stuff and you're like doing specific poses from the front or the rear, having good like adductors, so the inner part of your leg, if you've grown them essentially, then you'll have that appearance of a wider leg. But I'm just focusing on your quads, trying to be big quads and stuff. You need to focus on like the other muscles around to be just as big as well, to give you that overall look of like width. So you just look better on the stage really. But also, if you train these muscles, it'll also help like your compound lifts. Your squat will be better, your deadlift will be better. So it just makes sense to do them. But yeah, we'll do some adductors now. Start light because we are weak here. And then like to stand up and just take it as far as I can. So I got number 7 on this machine. Then I'll just sit into it, just so I can actually get a good stretch. Try and travel as far as possible for a good squeeze. Hold that squeeze in the middle every time. Move slow and controlled. Time under tension sort of work here. Not even necessarily time under tension, just good control through every rep you do, whether it be a warm-up set or a working set. So before we do our next set, I've actually just been given a brand new TSC t-shirt, Trust the Process. I'm currently wearing a Yours Sincerely close. Also check them out as well. So double repping today, but I'm just going to switch over to this nice green oversized tee. I'm just into my oversized gear at the minute, just because I don't really like the tightness of stuff, especially if it becomes somewhere and gets too hot. Don't like it hugging my chest and stuff, so yeah, we're going to change into this and see how it looks. So yeah, this is the new TSC Trust the Process oversized tee, gone for real baggy, just because I just like the oversized fit. Might be too big, but I'm here for it. Let's get into the next set.
Those intentions, cause of you I can't make a connection. Everybody in question, who you got around, guess I loved you in denial. Shouldn't have let receipts, now I got you on fire. Shit might get released when you walk down the aisle. Exposed to who you are beneath that fake.
So because I've got old man knees, I have to spend so much time warming up. So before I do any squats or even leg press or just anything, I always spend a bit of time just doing like this knees over toe stretch. So a big shout out to the knees over toe guy on Instagram for showing everyone this one. But this is a calf stretch, but it's also good for like ankle mobility, helping with the knee going over the toes. We'll see like as well, replicating the bottom of a squat, so knees are higher than hips. Basically just priming my legs ready for squatting, trying to get to depth every time. And I might even do this even after like my first set, just to make sure we're fully ready. But this will open up the groin as well a bit, so obviously just done the adductor. And this will just like nicely stretch it, just make me feel a bit loose so I don't feel tight going into my squats. But yeah, so this, usually about 20 seconds each side. And feel good, get into a Smith squat, and then I'll explain why we do that now. So like I said upstairs, I always do a warm-up set, no weight. So basically I don't see if I've got any niggles or anything. I'm gonna go 20 aside, set of 10, then go from there really. So first set, 20 aside, 10 reps, warm up, felt good. Good eccentric on the way down. Trying to get to depth to get maximum knee flexion so we really get full activation of the quad. And then, so if you followed my last YouTube video, I said I now do Smith machine squats instead of the hack squat. Reason being, when you're getting heavy, for whatever reason, probably user error more than anything, it was hurting my calf on the right side. So I could do a set of 3 20s aside. Great, can maybe do 4 or 5, even up to 7 reps on a good day. But I'd come off the machine and I'd have just excruciating pain in my calf here. And it's probably because I was pushing through my toes harder than like my heel. So just forgetting about my heel and just going like toes only on the right side to get up. So rather than just keep doing this, especially when I'm pushing to a deficit, I'm going to get deep into a deficit. So risk of injury is always going to be greater because I'm still trying to move the same weight. I've now just tried something different. I'm not a good barbell squatter by any means, so 3 bar is just not really an option. So tried a Smith, working my way up each week sort of thing, see what I could do. Still managing relatively good load, but the calf issue is not there with this variation of a squat. Still getting good depth, so good knee flexion still. So yeah, it's just become a good alternative for me. Keeps me safe because it's strict. Don't necessarily need a spotter as I would with a barbell. So yeah, and I'm actually enjoying it. So we just stuck with it. Put another 20 aside on now. See how that goes. Going to try and get 10 again, and then just weigh up my options from there. Really, got the knee sleeves ready just in case because it just hurts. Fucking hell. So that was really heavy. So, well, minus a 10. So fuck it, got nothing to lose. 3 plates. Let's go.
Smile. A couple songs about you when I told the truth through and through. Never name drop, you guilty if you assume it's you. From laying under covers to staying under your skin, I know exactly what it was, fuck what it is. Stay thinking out loud and think about how the vibe changed quicker than a million miles an hour. I felt bad for whatever I said, but whatever's dead, I hope I see you never again. Could've been me in the suit, but you had your cake and you eating it too. Fuck, you never thought you'd go back on your word. Broken promises set me back down to earth. Black down on the curb, guess time heals all, accept this. Couldn't even nothing leave me infected. I fell victim to all those intentions. Because of you I can't make a connection, anybody in question. You always look good when shit was looking bad. Looking back, it had me trusting somebody I probably shouldn't have. PTSD from falling and hitting rock bottom with nothing there to cushion that. Last time you reached out, I ain't read the message. Leaving the karma to respond when you least expect it. Everything I said, I felt the need to mention. When facts seem offensive, it's hard to ease attention. I'm just thinking out loud and think about how the vibe changed quicker than a million miles an hour. I felt bad for whatever I said, but whatever's dead, I hope I see you never again. Could've been me in the suit, but you had your cake and you eating it too. Fuck, you never thought you'd go back on your word. Broken promises set me back down to earth. Black down on the curb, guess time heals all, accept this. Couldn't even nothing leave me infected. I fell victim to all those intentions. Because of you I can't make a connection, anybody in question.
So that's the squats done. Sometimes I wouldn't even do that first. I do, like sometimes do, say for example, leg extension and this hamstring curl first to make sure I'm fully warmed up. But today, just switch it up. Sometimes you can't do the order you necessarily want to do all the time. Still feel quite good after that last back offset. So I'm just going to jump on this hamstring curl. I see this exercise butchered all the time. People just kicking the heel up and just dropping the leg back down with no effort to actually just target the hamstring. So to make things harder, again, like I said earlier, use less load but be more efficient, get more from it rather than just chucking weight on and getting nothing from it. So what I'll do is I'll pick nice starting weight, 25 kilo each leg, and I'll move again with good efficiency, good control. 12 reps, but each rep I will pause at the top for a 2 count in my head, just give time to squeeze the hamstring, and then a nice slow eccentric stretch, just to again maximize the time that we're working the hamstring with the load we've got. Keeping it controlled like that, 25 kilo, 12 reps, my hamstring is absolutely fired up. And just going slow just gives you time to actually think about what you're doing. And therefore you haven't got to try and chase them numbers. Like this stat goes up to 95 kilo. Like, I don't know anybody on a personal level that's hamstring curling 95 kilo with good control efficiency. It's just fully targeting the hamstring and not using like the hips to swing up and stuff. Just good control at all times on anything you do. Granted, if it's a new weight, it's not going to be perfect. If you're trying like to up the levels and stuff, so you're going to get a feel for it. Granted, I appreciate that. But if you keep coming to it every week, you might not necessarily progress in weight, but you should always look to like progress in how you move weight. So sometimes progression isn't just, right, I got 1 rep extra this week, or I went up by 2.5 kilo. Sometimes it's doing the same weight you can do already, but making it better. That's progression as well. So execution of your lift, basically. If you can improve the execution of your lift, you'll get more from what you're doing. Not always about numbers. That just about wraps up today's leg session. I'm going to do some calf raises to finish. I didn't get to do them on my push session at the beginning of the week. Time was limited, so I'm just going to chuck it in today, and then I'll take you home. Not personally, I mean, come on. But I'm going to take it home and show you what I have for my main meal of the day, which is my last meal, show you what it looks like, and then that will wrap up the video there.
Yeah, I'm ready to get with all the cash. I hold my phone steady with a tight grip, so watch it on already, cause this one might hit the full clip.
Currently just having the turkey chili, that is what that is in the pan. We batch cook it for 5 days using the ingredients and recipe from the auto planner. That is my main meal every day. Generally have it with a quick 2-minute rice. It works out about half packet, and that is what I'm gonna have for the foreseeable future, because it's easy, tasty, and I can stay accountable to this meal, and that is what it's about. So if you enjoyed this video, please like the video, subscribe channel, and I'll see you in the next video.